I had a thought in the shower the other day. Am I good at photography, or is it my camera? My reply. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. Now, imposter syndrome comes in many forms, but is that what this is? I've used a ton of really nice film cameras, but it makes me wonder, are my pictures a result of myself or a machine? Now, to test this, I'm going to use 4 of the best film cameras over the past century for your average consumer. Now, these cameras didn't cost thousands of dollars in their day, but were something that the everyman could afford, one even being championed by an Olympian. Now, to test whether or not these cameras are good or bad, I'm not going to post a poll on Instagram or Facebook and judge the reaction based on those pictures. I'm going to simply look at the pictures and think, does that make me happy? Or does that make me think, wow, that camera kind of let me down? Our first camera that we're going to do is the Kodak No. 2 folding camera. Now, this camera has tons of cool features that'll be really interesting to go in minute fine detail, but I'm not a gear review channel, so I don't care. The only thing I care about is that take picture, like picture. At the time the camera was released, it cost about $10, which in today's money is about $300. So I took it out and took pictures of my goth wife. That's right. Now, I've tried to light seal this camera. I've tried covering the holes. I've tried liquid electrical tape. None of it worked. And so at this point, I've just coped enough to say it's a look. When these pictures inevitably turn out bad and have light leaks out the ass, I'll just tell myself it's the analog look. Here's a video of us gallivanting around.
Well, there's a biker. I was just waiting for the biker.
Oh, it's in between over there.
No, I was waiting for the biker.
Oh, okay. Hopefully someone doesn't steal my phone. That'd be awkward. I've never done anything like this. I don't think that's right. But it might be. Let's go to the bench. Should I set up the camera across the street?
I don't know about that.
I do want one at the light, at the crosswalk.
Oh,
Is that okay?
I guess so.
I'm hoping I have enough shots. Worst comes to worst, I have the point and shoot. I thought that was a bench.
That's a chair.
No. You okay sitting on it?
I guess so.
It doesn't look nasty.
I don't know who put this chair here.
I just turned it off.
Since it's not a bench, now I don't know who put this chair here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be a nice place to put a bench, though.
It would be.
I guess we leave the bench / strange chair.
Because there's no, like, it looks like an outdoor chair that should have a cushion on it.
Yeah, so it's not a bench.
No.
Count as a vlog.
What?
This count as a vlog. That person double backed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe they went the wrong way and they were turning around.
They were staring at us and then they turned around and came back. Weird.
Thank you. Is that it?
One more of you crossing.
I didn't know I was ready to cross.
That's okay. We'll see how that went. No, I have to. I look like I call you m'lady unironically.
No.
Good to know a lot of people think my wife slays. Obviously, it was a bad idea to use 100 ISO film this late in the day, but hey, we live and learn. So this film was underexposed, had light leaks, but I think they turned out pretty cool. I feel pretty good about these photos, and that's 1 point for me coping with my gas. Gear acquisition syndrome.
Well, the sun dips low and the neon glows. Tickets in hand.
Next up, we have the Kodak Brownie Hawkeye. Now, the Kodak Brownie came in a bunch of different forms. The particular one I'm going to use was a little box and had a little flash. And it's seen a lot in the Fallout series of video games. It retailed about $13 for camera, flash, film, and flash bulb. I'm sure my dad's Digicam cost about the same amount. Being focus free,
You had one choice to make.
you had one choice to make. Flash or no flash. After that, you just press the button. My eyes. Why did I think that was a good idea? So I had a studio rental at the time, and I couldn't cancel, and I had it for a commercial shoot, and they backed out, so I figured I'd use it. So the person who modeled for me is very accomplished, and here are her details. And her links will also be in the description below. And these turned out way better than I thought. And I even got to use flash bulbs. Dad cams. In film photography, we all start out with dad cams, the basic SLR with a nifty 50 on it, and work our way from there. I personally have a Minolta XG1, which I bought from a garage sale for 20 bucks. I've spent my entire childhood and adult life fixing radios and VCRs and computers. How hard could a film camera be? And it wasn't. Just needed new batteries and it powered right up. It was fine. Now this one is mostly interesting in the advertising.
Bruce Jenner for the Minolta XG1.
The Minolta XG1 35mm is so automatic, I can keep taking pictures while my friend Jeff kicks the ball from sunlight to shadow. The XG1 changes the exposure not just automatically, but continuously. Minolta's continuous automatic exposure system helps give you pictures you never thought you could take at a price you never thought you could afford. The Minolta XG1, the automatic choice in automatic cameras.
I hope that person doesn't drive near me. Now, I gave an earnest effort to try and find the price for this camera, but I could not. All the advertising I saw just didn't list a price. So I did the next best thing. I looked at Reddit and some nerd claimed to have the answer. So this camera was about $400 back in the 80s, which would be about $1,400 nowadays. Still pretty expensive. That's about the same price as a smartphone nowadays. But I talked to a certified old person, my dad, and he told me about how in the 80s people would have like one camera for the family and they would just ball out. So I originally did some test shots with my wife outside, right here in fact, but I did not like how they turned out. So those will never see the light of day. And so I went to a local art takeover at a park. I was also going to have footage here for the different photos that I took. I met up with one of my friends who was recording the event, but he only filmed the parts where I was shooting the 8x10 and not the candids of when I was taking pictures with the Minolta. So I guess that's a future video, but yeah. Now the photos I did end up taking went horribly wrong in the best way possible. So I made some mistakes when rolling. I respool. I buy film in bulk and then I respool my own rolls. And somehow I had overloaded it. So not all the film could fit on the actual reel. I think I ended up with 40 something pictures on that roll. And a lot of them didn't even develop because I couldn't fit them on the roll. Now, I don't know how I missed it before, but this camera had horrible light leaks. And I put the camera in aperture priority mode. Now, that probably wouldn't have been a problem, but this camera hadn't been calibrated in probably decades. So who knows what it thought the EV value was. I just threw it in aperture priority mode and let it rip dad style. But honestly, these pictures are rad as hell. Honestly, I think they're cool, and they're going in my portfolio. Very 90s name. Honestly, with a name like that, it sounds like those Amazon descriptions that instead of just the name of the product, it has like easy portable dishwasher safe, and it's like a shovel or something. Like, you could use any point and shoot for this category. I have many. The point and shoot of this camera is to just be an example of what we all had growing up, if you're as old as me, which is not that old. So instead of the dad camera, we have the mom camera. The I have kids to take care of and I don't have time to be in the garage all day, Jerry. Wow, that's some generational trauma I didn't know I had. The 90s were a different time. Now this camera cost like $200 at the time, which is $400 nowadays, which is about what people are spending on really bad digicams. Now there's not much to this camera. You look, zoom, and push button to take picture. Now the camera reads the ISO on the film canister, so there's no settings you mess with. It just goes. The next time you heard that bird chirp, we'll play the video. Laid back in that pose that you were doing earlier. And lean back and look towards me. Wasn't there the mustache thing? I don't know. That's 2010s.
Yeah.
So that was a fun fire alarm. Anyway. Alright, now I'm thinking on the floor with a GameCube. These I'm not as happy about. They're okay. Like, it was definitely more user error in the film I was using, and I messed up in developing, but I'm sure they would have been better outside or something. Like, they're alright. So to clarify, I wrote the script in this last part as if I was supposed to be doing all these talking head points when I just got out of the shower, thus the rope. Just imagine I'm wet. No. So here I sit, soaking wet, asking myself, do I still like the photos I took, even if they're not with a $500 camera? Looking at the pictures I've taken in the past that I'm proud of, they've always been taken on an RB67, a Gravflex, a Mamiya, really nice cameras with really nice glass. Are my pictures only good because I take them with good cameras? I was able to fix most of the cameras I got, and that's why I was able to have the nice cameras I did. But if I were to start over and use affordable cameras and I couldn't fix them, would I still enjoy it? Obviously, yes. I went around and got to get out of the house and do things and take pictures that I didn't think would be worth it. I used secondhand cameras that I was able to take pictures that I'm proud of and will make a family very happy to see pictures of their son. I had the most terrible dream. I dreamt that I never recorded an outro for this video. Oh, I didn't? Oh, well, I'm Arius. Always chase the negative. I don't know how to whistle. I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying too hard to be funny.
Okay, so also, is it the Brownie or Kodak?
It's the Kodak.
Oh.
The Brownie's a different camera further on. Okay. Our first camera is simply the Kodak number 2 folding camera. Now, this camera from the turn of the century... Oh, my sleeves are too high up. I can't grab it. Run me the line again.
During the turn of the century, this was the first
Was
common-
very affordable and easy to use for your everyday person.
You already said that above, though.
Our first camera is the Kodak number 2 folding camera. Now, this camera was the first really affordable camera that people could get.
I'm sorry, you're pulling the wrong sleeve. You were never gonna get it like that.
That was good. I'm glad I gave up. Okay. No, I got it. Our first camera that we're gonna do is the Kodak number 2 folding camera. Damn it.
Okay.
Okay. Pause for car. Now are you still recording?
Yeah, if I press the screen, I'm just doing an auto.
Okay. Now our first camera is the Kodak number 2 folding camera. Now, I forgot my line. That's why I can never be an actor. I can't figure out how to say that in my head. So this camera from the turn of the century was the first everyday man's camera.
I think that's fine.
What's the next line? You're right, it's so awkward.
Yeah.
Our first camera is the Kodak number 2 folding camera. Now, this camera was like... Now, this camera was... Buzz camera.
There's a light
Pause for camera. And light bulbs.
which is
And
about,
flash bulbs. And flash bulbs.
which is about $180 now.
And light bulbs. And it's predominantly...
Gear acquisition syndrome.
It's already made. I don't have to remake it. I just am going to plug this stuff in. Now, the first camera we're going to do is the Kodak number... So,
Throw it back on.
it's the Kodak number 2 folding camera.
Has features that would be fun to share on a gear channel, but I'm not a gear channel.
Okay.
You
And then
said
it costs $10,
It has tons of revolutionary features.
but I'm not a gear review channel.
It cost $10.13 at the time, and $313.19 now.
I'm just going to say $300.
All right, around $300.
Okay.
Cost about $10 at the time, and about $300 now.
Let's try it again.
Okay, you got this.
I got this. Fine. Last but not least, we have the basic ass, simple ass, no nipple have an ass. No nipple have an ass. LMNOP Q zoom
Basic ass
Pentax 30 to 70.
30 by 30.
30 by 30 centimeter.
Oh.
Millimeter.
Alright.
Zoom.
Zoom.
IQ Zoom Easy.
Okay, fine.
Last but not least, we have a simple ass, basic ass point and shoot. The Pentax SQY Easy Zoom. That wasn't it at all. Read it back to me. Now you see firsthand how dyslexia works.
IQ.
And I'll do like an eagle sound right there. Pause for children. Beep, 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 beep. If I had 24 hours with you alone and I couldn't say no. Oh, I hate those. They're so awkward. Alright, feed me, woman. Wow. That's some general. Wow. Damn, that kid has some lungs on him. Oh, but if I scream, it's concerning.
Pause for plane.
Pause for plane. I'll redo the generational trauma one. Pause for plane. Wow, that's a...
Wow, that's a plane.
Damn, where'd you get that, son?
Wow, that's a generational trauma plane.
Well, that's what 9/11 was.
Oh.
Wow. That's some general... Well, that's some generational trauma I didn't know I had. The I don't have time to be in the garage all day, Jerry. The I have kid...
Wow, that's some generational trauma I didn't know I had.
Hold on. I want to be like... The I have kids to take care of and I don't have time to be in the garage all day, Jerry. So instead of the DAV camera, we... Now, I took pictures that I didn't think were worthy of nice cameras, and I forgot the line. The point and shoot is that we all have this camera.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to do that again. Dang it.
I just did it to make you laugh.